Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are right now, guys. For those people new in my channel and you are watching right now, and it good for me that you like and subscribe so that you will notify in every upload new videos that's related for my experiences, which is QAQC, engineering, construction, and do the inspections, and also we do the pre-commissioning and commissioning. So this is a combinations of all of my experiences which is related oil and gas industry. So I will share some ideas right now about the constructions sequence activities and how to start your work as a construction engineer, construction supervisor. Based on that based on this idea, you will gain some knowledge or basic understanding what is the process during the construction activities. So we will start now. Okay. So for example, guys, you are supervisor, construction engineer, construction superintendent, or lead, or neither manager. So first thing first, to understand what is your scope of work. So scope of work that is found in our FEED. So what is the FEED? That is a feasibility study, that is front-end engineering design, and the scope has been identified in particular concept ideas. So from the front-end engineering and towards to identifications, neither brownfield and greenfield. By the way, do you know what is greenfield and what is brownfield? For those new, like new graduates, students related this kind of informations, brownfield meaning that is new design. So the company or your contractor or the client, the stakeholder, they have a new projects which is involved new facilities. Okay, that is our that is greenfield, new facilities. But brownfield is combinations that is already existing, and then you have activities, new scope that carry in that particular area. So involving the existing, and then you have a new scope, new project in that particular existing, that is brownfield. So greenfield is from scratch, zero. So no facilities at all, new project, new as in new, that is greenfield. So remember this, we have brownfield, we have greenfield. Okay, then offshore, onshore. What is offshore, onshore? So that you have an idea in oil and gas industry. Offshore, if you are talking about offshore, the activities, it's in offshore, at the sea. Okay, so if this is our mainland, from mainland towards to the sea, so beyond that, that is offshore work. Okay, and then for onshore, of course, at the land, fabrications, that is the activities. So for example, I'm working in a oil and gas industry, offshore. At this moment, offshore our scope, but our fabrications automatically, that's normal. Mostly, even in other countries, maybe all over the world, the fabrication itself is in the land. All right, so that is basic informations: greenfield, brownfield, offshore, and offshore. So now let's proceed our discussions with related the construction. So you know, do you know already idea? Do you have an idea for the feed? Reading the scope. What is your scope? Neither from construction manager down to the supervisors, you need to understand what is your scope. So each discipline understand your scope. So first, identify already the scope, and then what is requirements for the structural, what is the requirements for piping, what is the requirements for electrical instrument telecom, and neither miscellaneous, and what kind of safety that's to be tackled. So all of this has been discussed during your work. And then we have also a procedures, QA/QC department, they are the one creating the procedure, so forms, etc. So all of our documents as a construction team, we follow our documents which is approved by the quality team. So we have a form, we have a checklist, we have test sheets, any forms that has been approved from the QA/QC department team. And then for the HSE also, QHSE, HSE, so they are the one who creating the procedures as well for the safety and risk management, any safety analysis that they are the one creating for that procedure. So now we are talking about HSE, safety, quality, and now we have to go planning. So planning, which planning that they are the one identifying our scope, when start and when is the completion, along with the cost control. And we have a cost control, budgeting, money involves. We have cost control, planning, collaborations, how much the budget, and then planning, identify, start, and end. So which one is gonna be the first one to start the job? Of course, the first to start the job, which discipline? Is structural. So is structural, they are the one, or civil. If you're talking about land, so we're talking about civil engineer. All right, civil engineer, they're the one starting the building. In oil and gas industry, we're talking about structural, because we're talking about structure that to be installed by deck wise. Okay, cellar deck, or and then mezzanine deck, main deck, upper deck, electrical deck, power deck, heli deck. So that's how we identify our structural, by deck wise. And then for the building, of course, from the building point of view, we have a building, right? Ground floor, okay, first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, up to high. That's the high-rise building. So that's the way how the informations to identify your work. So now you already know what is the requirement. So since you know already what is the requirements of the structural, when is the project scope, in this allocations, for example, in this project, in this platform, first, second, third, fourth identifications has been done. We will complete this 2027, 2028, 2029. It's up to the planning, when is the start and completion. So now this is, as a construction, this is how you start your journey. Check this. How many materials? Delivery of the materials. When is the arrival of the materials? Follow through, check. When the materials arrive, then ready to installation. When the installation start, and then every week, that's to be checked how many progress has been done through the process. And then always remember that we have always the milestone in our project, and then we have a level 3 schedule, level 4 schedule, level 5 schedule, or level 6 schedule. That is our planning schedules that to be followed and apply whatever it is that's to be secure, so that will be implement as per our project planning, as per our project schedule. That's the requisite in order that we can complete on time of our project. So it's discipline. Like for me, I am handling electrical, instrument, telecom. If you're talking about instrument and control, that's combinations of fire and gas. Okay, so fire and gas is part of our instrumentation and control. Okay, so all of this I'm handling. So I need to check all this progress, planning, when they start, what is the material, when is the material arrival, how many manpowers that required, etc. So you need to gather all of this information to check first the planning, and then how many manpower from the contractor, when they can start, it is readiness, the site is readiness, the material allocations readiness, procurement readiness, all of these informations to be intact and with your documents, and also input in your mind. But we cannot memorize at all, so we have a documented, put in your system. And for me, as my work, based on my experiences, since I was working for 25 years already, so I know how to do the systematic work. When I start the work, I gather all of the informations, not only the scope of work. I gather the drawings, equipment, how many equipments belongs to E&I, electrical, instrument, and telecom. That's to be combined there, and then put in my system. And during the start of the work, I need to know how many supports, I need to know how many cable tray, cables, and then equipments, and then cable pulling, etc. needs to be manpower, glanding termination, testing, pre-commissioning. This is part of the journey of the construction activities. Not only construction, all of the discipline, all of the department that needs to know what is the process if you are working as a contractor, as a client in the construction field, construction work. All right, so hopefully this will be give you an idea to start your journey as a construction engineer, supervisor, superintendent, or maybe construction manager or construction assistant manager or lead. All right, so it's very simple, guys. It's this is not like a science, no? We are working in scientists that need to think more, but this is through the process, through the experiences. Even you are sleeping, that you can identify clearly, understand the work activities. For me, for example, if the contractor telling to me, sir, we have installations now to start our switchgear, so how many cubicles? Since I already studied the layout, I studied the vendor drawing, I studied the engineering drawing approved, so I know already how many cubicles. For example, switchgear, maybe 20 cubicles, 10, so bus coupler A and B, so feeder A, feeder B, so okay, how many cables to be installed, and then welding, support, etc. Then you can identify that. So read the drawing, understand the drawing, understand the scope, and then it's easy for you. Of course, planning, start and end, you need to check as well, right? So see you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.